how the tides have turned. Because after I just published my comparison between Instagram Amaze versus Trustcard on the best travel card to use overseas, then comes a breaking piece of news sent to my email from the Revolut team. To cut to the chase, it is bad news because starting from June onwards, they are going to charge top-up fees, whether it's from MasterCards, Visa cards, credit cards, or debit cards. Everything, as long as you use a card to top up, will be incurring fees. And you know, when I first heard of this news, it's not from my email, it's from somebody posting it to my Telegram group, which is even faster than me reading my own email. So you know, if you don't want to miss the best latest news, including of such bad news, breaking news, whatever, come and join us in our close to 7,000 members Telegram group at t.me/honeymoneysg. And you can refer to this list of the charges, which I won't go through because I think there's no point. The point is, I will not use any card to top up Revolut anymore, since they are all pushing you to use bank transfer into the Revolut account. They are trying to push for this no fees transfer, right? Because I think if you're using card to top up, Revolut does have to incur some Visa or MasterCard fees. Secondly, they said on the email that there will be fair usage fees for the currency conversion. Weekday currency exchanges in all currencies remain fee-free up to a fair usage limit of $5,000. And transactions beyond the limit will be subjected to a fee of 1% of the transaction value. So to me, not much of an impact because I don't use it for currency conversion. I mean, even if I did, I was doing below $5,000 value. But now, if you're doing above $5,000, it's going to go from 0.5% to 1%. That's like double the rate. Take note that additional weekend surcharge fees are not affected, which means your 2% additional markup on weekends are going to remain. But I always recommended all of you not to do this kind of conversion during weekends because of the 2% markup. So this point number 2, not much of a big impact unless you are converting more than $5,000 every month. Now the third one is more interesting. There will be fair usage fees for all local outbound bank transfers. Here's what they say. A fair usage limit of 5 times per month will be introduced for transfers to local bank accounts. Users can enjoy up to 5 free local outbound transfers per month, and anything beyond that will be $2.99 per transfer. So apparently they know that people have been doing that. I myself do not do that, so I don't know. There may be people topping up with credit cards to their Revolut wallet, then transferring out to the bank account. First of all, I think this is just obviously gaming the system lah. You are asking for it, and Revolut compliance is so strict. You want to do this kind of thing? If your money not locked up with Revolut, I already say you are very good luck already. So for those trying to game the system with multiple transfers, game over for you. You can only do up to 5 times, and now they are looking more into this, which means you should probably stop doing it. Now, other than Revolut going to be game over soon, I heard something is going to be over soon also from my sponsor. May is a special month because it is my birthday month, and it's also Weibo's 1-year anniversary in Singapore. Now, business as usual, if you deposit any amount, even $1, you can get 5 lucky spins. If you hold your deposit for at least 30 days, don't make any withdrawals, and each lucky spin, you can get shares from Tesla, Apple, Microsoft, or Google. So with 5 lucky spins, you can get up to $500 worth of stocks. And for the current month of May, for every referral you make, you have one chance of winning $888. Every week they will choose one winner, and even the grand prize, there will be one lucky winner that walks away or drive away with a Tesla Model 3. So I don't know about you, but if I don't have a Weibo account right now, I will definitely use this chance to sign up, get up to 500 US stocks, and maybe got a chance to win the Tesla. So wait no more, use my referral link down below or scan the QR code right here to get your Weibo SG account today. You see, I did a Revolut review video last year in 2022 with over 20,000 views. So many people across the world have watched the video and benefited from it because they now know how good Revolut is in terms of helping to do remittance, currency conversions, and all that stuff. But now I think that video is becoming redundant, especially with the additional top-up fees that come from credit cards. And now that GrabPay does not allow you to top up to Revolut anymore, there's really no point going after Revolut. So as usual, 上有政策，下有对策. If you're just taking away from this video the piece of news without any strategy, then I think you just wasted your time. Because right now, I'm going to share with you what are the best alternatives if you are not going to use Revolut anymore. Firstly, for overseas card spending, you folks will know that my recommended card is always to use Instagram Amaze, whether it is single card strategy combo, because you get 4 miles per dollar plus 1% Instapoint on foreign currency transaction, and the best card to pair with Instagram Amaze will be Citi Rewards credit card. But don't use it for travel spending though, like hotels and flights. Otherwise, you can also look at UOB Ladies with travel spend category linked to Amaze. If you are into cashback, you could even pair Amaze with the Maybank Family and Friends or Citi Cashback for 6 to 8% on the specific categories. And I know Revolut has been bad news this month, but Instagram Amaze does have a piece of good news, because now if you top up the Amaze wallet and use your Amaze wallet to pay, you get 4% back in Instapoints for the month of May, which is still 31st May, right? So that doesn't matter whether it's local spend or foreign spend, you get 4% back in Instapoints with a minimum spend of I think $10. So for anything above $10, just use your Amaze wallet linked to Amaze card and pay with your Amaze card, and you get that 4% back. And you know that Instagram Amaze charges a foreign currency fee plus spread of around 2.5%. That is still better than your bank cards, right? So that's my best alternative, but I believe that many of you are also Trust Card supporters. That's why you all love to use the Trust Card, because it has very low foreign currency fee. Myself tested 0.2%, and not only that, it does give you 0.22% back in terms of Linkpoints rebates, because it's a non-fair price group spend overseas, right? Which you could use it to clock your non-fair price group spend if you're in the Trust Card ecosystem. Another alternative is that if you are clocking the UOB One account effective interest rate of 5%, which requires you to spend $500 of minimum spend, then maybe you could consider using a UOB Avo card, because it will earn around 6.6% of effective cashback, whether it's mobile contactless or online spend. And coupled with the combined foreign currency spread plus fee of 4%, I think you're still getting ahead of around 2.6%, which is not too bad. And you're already going to spend on that card anyway to clock your UOB One account, so why not use that? Next up, for overseas cash withdrawals, it's going to be very clear cut. Revolut is not going to be your top option anymore, because given that they have fees for card top-ups, it's not efficient. So the next best alternative is definitely to use the Trust debit card. How it works is that you have to do a fast transfer to your Trust bank account number, and with this funds transferred to your Trust bank account, you can then use the Trust debit card to withdraw. Make sure you switch your Trust credit card to debit card before you do that. Otherwise, you'll gonna some cash advance charges. So use the Trust debit card to withdraw. It's your own money, and you can withdraw cash at overseas ATMs without any fees, unless they have specific ATM withdrawal fees like Thailand. Lastly, for remittance, I still think that Revolut is superior in this sense because of their good rates, just that you cannot use card to top up anymore, so you have to use bank transfer to top up the Revolut account. But do know that only your first 5,000 is free, and after that they have to charge you the 1% because of fair usage. Unless Trust Bank starts their own remittance service, then that would really cripple Revolut. Or maybe you can try Instagram too, because I tried and the fees are around 0.7% with a minimum of $2.99, which break even at around 500 Singapore dollars. So you can try Instagram Amaze for remittance if you want. Now, having said that, this Revolut Nerf really changed my perception of Trust Card, because in my previous video I talked like Trust is good for nothing, right? But not true. Now that Revolut is really good for nothing, Trust Card is superior already. But if you want me to compare Trust Card versus Instagram Amaze, I still think Instagram Amaze is a little bit better, and I'll share more thoughts on this in my Instagram Amaze versus Trust Card video right here.